Hi, my name is Travis, and today I'm going to be conducting interviews with some people I have found to talk about or ask them about meningitis to see what they know. So here's my video. I hope this educates you. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm here with
Max, please.
Hi Max. Today I'm just going to be asking you some questions on my research that I've done.
Yeah.
So first of all, do you know what meningitis is, or have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. Honestly, couldn't tell you what it is, but
Okay.
I knew of it.
So you only hear the name, you don't know anything about it.
Couldn't tell you anything about
Okay,
it.
perfect. Do you know how serious it can be?
I think it is it's the more fatal ones.
Yeah, so it's kind of on scale, not on scale at all, but it's kind of things up like cancer and stuff like that can be very deadly. So
So I would put it a bit below stuff like that.
yeah. I know it's a bit of it's just an unheard of thing, to be honest. But anyway, did you know how it's contracted at all?
If I were to guess, blood.
Blood?
It's not
Yeah,
to guess.
you're kind of on the right tracks. It can be transmitted through family. So if your family can have it, you could have been born with it. Because it's most frequently,
Hereditary.
yeah, it's quite frequently known with newborn babies.
Mhm.
But that's not the only age gap. It can be any age, no matter what age you are, you can contract it. It can be transmitted through blood, as you said, like germs, which is the main primary thing. So obviously, this table over there, the table you're on, because obviously it's not as high risk to catch it, but it's obviously it can keep you on your toes by hygiene.
Yeah.
So do you know how to probably prevent these kind of things?
Well, I'd say so. Because standard washing hands, washing down surfaces, just making sure everything around you is free, clean.
Yeah, good. So it's more like hygiene. Obviously,
Yeah.
you make sure you're washing hands. Make sure obviously you're washing your body. You're brushing your teeth and that, because it can also be transmitted through close contact, like kissing, huge physical touch and that.
Yeah.
Do you think that it should be more spoken about in community, like obviously social media? Should we talk about more in schools?
Well, from what you've told me, that's up there with cancer and things like that, and I knew nothing about it. I'd say yeah.
Yeah. Right. Good. Do you think personally that after this interview you're going to go home? Are you going to be researching more about it? Obviously, keep safe.
I won't dive into it, but I might have a little look. Maybe look at some TikToks or something, some Instagram stuff about it.
Yeah.
Just get a little overview about it.
Do you think you're going to talk to your friends with it? If obviously it ever comes up, you're going to tell them about it?
No, I mean, if I've got the information to talk about it, then if that's what
Yeah.
a conversation, I'll gladly listen.
So you can actually find the resources at the NHS webpage. Just anything, obviously with .org, anything trusted websites. They give you all the information on there, so you never need to get some dodgy websites.
Brilliant.
Right, perfect. Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you.
Right. Hi, I'm here with Georgia, and today I'm just going to be asking you a few questions on the topic that I'm doing research on.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know what meningitis is?
I can't say I do know. I haven't really heard it as a topic before, no.
Yeah, do you know it's like as serious as like things like cancer, or it's quite a deadly virus?
Didn't know it was that severe. No, I've never heard of it before, and it's not as widely talked about as cancer.
Do you know like how what it can affect in your body or anything like that?
No, not a clue.
So with meningitis, the primary things is your brain, your kind of head, brain like that,
Mm-hmm.
and also your spinal cord. So it can like give fluids, and it can be very deadly for primarily newborn babies.
Mm-hmm.
But it also can affect at any ages from that. Do you think that it should be like educated through schools and stuff
I
like
think
that?
definitely. You hear a lot about cancer, don't you, and all
Yeah.
the things they do to raise money for it, but I don't think I've ever heard of meningitis talked about before, especially when you said it can affect your spine and things like that. I think it should be talked about a lot
Yeah.
more.
It's quite a non-talked about thing. Do you know at all how it's contracted?
I haven't got a clue, no.
If you could think of any way it could be contracted, what would you
Well,
say?
most diseases are contracted by just germs and bacteria, so...
So yeah, no, that's correct. The way to catch meningitis can be through anything. It could be obviously unsanitary, tables. It could be hygiene, which is a very important thing. So obviously brushing your teeth, obviously keeping hygiene up. It also could be affected by kissing, hugging, any physical contact or secondary contact.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Have you learned? What have you learned today?
I've learned a lot today. I didn't know what meningitis was at all before I came into this. I didn't know how severe it was, and obviously it can affect all ages. I feel like if I've ever heard it spoken about in little babies. So yeah, I've learned a lot about meningitis today.
With like meningitis, obviously when people say the diseases and that is obviously they'll say it what it is, but they'll never know what it's about. And this kind of interview is to show the seriousness and to show that obviously people like yourself, like brought in randomly, can kind of just not have any idea what it is. So do you feel a bit more like you need to do further research into this?
I definitely want to do a bit further research into it. Yeah, I definitely want to look into it a lot more after this discussion.
Right, perfect. Lovely having you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Travis.
Hi, I'm here with
Ethan Day Williams.
Ethan Day Williams. Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about meningitis. Do you know what it is?
No idea.
Do you know that it's a deadly? Obviously, you don't know what it is. It's a deadly disease that can affect newborn babies any age. If you were to take a guess now, do you know how it is contracted?
Childbirth maybe.
Yeah, it can be transmitted through childbirth with obviously genes and that, but it also can be transmitted through germs. So obviously, washing your hands and stuff like that. It can be done like that. Also with like human contact, like kissing, hugging, anything like that can be affected. Do you know? Obviously, you don't know this. Would you know the symptoms? If you take a guess.
Kind of like a cold, flu type symptom.
Yeah. So it'd be a fever, high fever. It'd be rashes because you start to get rashes all over your body. It'd just be you kind of start to feel really weak and stuff like that. So it can obviously you won't be able to exactly tell when you get it, but once you get it, you can kind of test yourself, which is good. Do you think that since we've had this conversation now, and I told you a bit about meningitis, do you think that it's talked about? Obviously, have you ever heard of it from anyone else? Was this the first time you heard about it?
First time I've heard about it.
Oh, so, saying that, do you think that it should be taught more in education, in schools, and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think like all diseases like that and stuff like that should definitely be taught about more, so like people can open up more about it and stuff.
Yeah. So when you go home now, are you going to do any research? Do you know where to find stuff like this, the research?
No idea, to be honest.
Right. So when you go home now, if you just go into any NHS website, you just type in meningitis. You don't want to get any type on Google per se, because it'll just give you some dodgy results that you might scare you a little. But if you just keep your hygiene up, because that is a big part of it, and you search up NHS and help, it will tell you everything you need to know about it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.